Hi everybody, my name's Louise Latter and I'm the curator at BOM. As you'll all know, that BOM is actually closed at the moment because of the COVID-19 pandemic. So we're trying to muster up as much content as we can to put it online for you and to support creatives and different people during this period. So I'm here to talk about Herstory, which is our current exhibition at BOM. Here's the gallery guide, which you can see is embedded below, as well as artworks from the exhibition. So we've got documentation, photographs, we've got actual artworks embedded into the post, reading lists from the books that we've got in there. So if you are interested in this, then hopefully you will be able to see as much as you can online. So I'm going to talk for just a few minutes, hopefully limit it to 5 minutes talking about the exhibition. Just wanted to give you a bit of an introduction to where I got the idea from and how it sort of came about. So the exhibition came about when I learned about the origins of Western and modern gynecology and reproductive health. The exhibition is really about reproductive innovation, rights and politics. So I learned that the origins of it were really, well, the bit that really shocked me was the fact that black enslaved women were experimented on by a man called J. Marion Sims. And this man has been revered all over the world, but particularly in America. There's statues of him, some of which have been taken down, but he was called the father of gynecology. But we don't ever hear the story about the women who basically were experimented on without anaesthetic and without giving consent. So we understand that, you know, a lot of modern medicine has been sort of done in this way, which is very disturbing. Often people of colour, people of poorer backgrounds are the ones that are taking experimental drugs and getting involved in experiments. So this is the 1800s that we're talking about here, and we really didn't want to include J. Marion Sims in the exhibition, so instead we've got a huge mouth icon that says say their names with Annika, Betsy and Lucy written on there. So they're the names of the women that we know about who were involved in this. And that image really makes up the timeline. So it's not an exhaustive reproductive health or gynecology timeline. It's really a curated a number of events from sort of the Egyptian time through to modern day. So it's really a sort of spotlight on different things, but it includes the birth of the British Pregnancy Advisory Service, which was in our very own city of Birmingham. It was born, and also talks about the birth of the free periods movement and period poverty. So trying to provide free sanitary protection for young girls and people who bleed through menstruation, and because people are missing school, people are not able to get involved with things that they should by right be able to get involved with. So there's a couple of things, but you can see more in the image below. So talking of period poverty, we worked with an organisation called Sisters, which is cysters.org. You can find their website at, and they are a West Midlands based charity, really great grassroots activist focused organisation who are really working to improve the education, well-being and welfare and health, of people who experience mental health and reproductive health issues. So we collaborated with them to create a sort of gynae playground in our mezzanine gallery, and that's where these little guys come in. So we've got these really cute cushions. This is your uterus. Here's an ovary. We have the vulva, including the vagina, and we have the cervix as well. So these have become like quite our little mascots of the exhibition, which is quite fun. And they're sort of used as a tool for people to have a little chat. There's a jigsaw in that space. There's other activities, and it's really to sort of let people break the ice so they're not getting too shy about this. There's some books in there for kids and for adults around periods, around puberty, and you can find the reading list below as well. So we also have a myth-busting brick wall as well, where visitors are asked to write down the things that they've been told in their lifetimes that have been misinformation or myth about reproductive health that's built up barriers for them. And so it's this symbolic brick wall, and there's documentation of that below as well. So there's also works by activist Aria Bennett. She's a YouTuber and activist, and it's a brilliant film about hormones, really friendly, really charming and funny. And there's also works by artists and biohackers Mary Magic and Paula Pin. Mary Magic presents another film about hormones, which is hilarious. It's set as if it's like a cookery show, and it's talking about making your own estrogen. It's a really quite political piece, but also really, really funny. So please give it a watch below. We're also showing works by Paula Pin. Now, Paula is a well-known biohacker. She used to be part of Gynae Punk. And we have these beautiful suitcases full of different ephemera, zines. There's things that you'll recognise in there, like cotton wool buds, a speculum, a centrifuge which spins around and separates liquids. And these pieces really represent people taking control of their own narrative and sort of going against the normative structures that we have. And it sort of exposes ways that we can hack our own healthcare and be activists in our own experience. So I'm not going to speak too much more because I've gone on for 6 minutes, but I really hope you enjoy the exhibition. We hope we'll be able to do more of these films for you, for those of you who can't get to BOM even when we're open. So take care, see you soon.